everyone, buenos dias, good morning, ITA friends. My name is Ana and I'm coming to you from Alicante, Spain. Alicante is a mid-sized town on the southeast side of Spain, on the Mediterranean coast, kind of just underneath Valencia. And I've been living here in Spain for 3 years so far. I moved here just after graduating with my bachelor's degree, and I work with the NALCAP program, which is also known as the Language Assistance Program, in Spanish, Auxiliares de Conversación, and many of us call it the AUX program, so I might call it that in this takeover. The ITA course that I took was the online TEFL course, and I took it actually after I'd already moved in Spain, after my first year of teaching here. I took it in summer of 2020, just as the lockdown was letting up here in Spain. And I think it was a great course and has taught me a lot of really useful skills that I use in the classroom today, very practical and very informative. Oh, this is part of the city center of Alicante, one of the main streets in the downtown. So this is a giant ficus tree, and honestly they're just really pretty in my opinion and impressive, and they're all around the city along with other desert plants like cacti and palm trees, and I just think they're really nice. I'm going to one of my absolute favorite spots for breakfast. It's called Café Cristian. It's just a typical place to have a Spanish breakfast, and it's right around the corner from my house, so I'm very lucky for that. Okay, now for a quick apartment tour. I do live alone, but I'll post my expenses in a little bit later on. This first room is, honestly, I usually use it for storage and for doing exercise and yoga. This is the room I probably use the most. This is the living room. You can see lots of light, my plants. I use this table for eating and for working on my laptop because I don't have a desk. Another little table and my couch. And then this hallway, you can basically see the rest of the house from here. This is an extra bedroom for any guests and where I normally hang my laundry. This is my bedroom with a nice big double bed. And then here's the kitchen. I do not have an oven, but that's okay. We make it work. I do have a washing machine over there, which is really nice. And lastly, here's the bathroom, very Spanish with floor to ceiling tiles and a bidet. And since I know you're gonna ask, I found the apartment on Idealista, which is a Spanish apartment hunting site that's really popular here. And then I also wanted to show you guys my little terrace because I do have a little balcony up here. I live on the 4th floor, and this is my view, the top of some palm trees, because I live on the top floor of my building. And actually, right there, that's the ocean. Not much of a sea view, but I'm an optimist, I guess. I like to be able to see it. Hi, I just finished a therapy session, and I just wanted to come on here and say that I've had 2 different psychologists in the 3 years that I've been here, and both have provided me with really great care, a lot of help. That has helped me a lot with my anxiety. So if you're worried about that type of thing, if you need to ask for mental health care while you're abroad, it is definitely possible. So don't let that hold you back. Okay, so to give you a little overview of the AUX or the NALCAP program, it's essentially an initiative run by the Spanish government to bring native English speakers into the public school system in Spain. And so, at least in my region, the contract consists of 16 hours a week at the school. Most of us are placed in primary schools, although there's some secondary school placements. And we work alongside of a Spanish co-teacher. So we never work alone in the classroom, but we work with a Spanish coworker at all times. And the program runs from the 1st of October to the 31st of May every year. So if you guys are wondering why I'm not at work today, that's because last week Tuesday was my last day of work, and now I'm on summer vacation. So we get 4 months of unpaid vacation. And NALCAP stands for North American Language Assistance Program. I'll put a link over here so that you guys can find more information directly on the website. But this program is also available for native speakers of other nationalities. The website is just different and the application might be slightly different. So Google it. But I've had friends who are from England, Ireland, Australia, India, the Philippines. So the program is available for other nationalities as well, not just the US and Canada. I actually worked as an Aux for 1 year before getting my TEFL certificate, and I got it while I was here. So it's not mandatory to be hired, but the skills you learn will definitely help you in your job as an Aux. And as for the NALCAP application process, applications are all done online. They open every year from around the end of January through April. That's the application period. You should receive your placement between April and June, July, depending, and that's to start in October. So as an Aux, you're going to get a student visa as soon as you get your school placement. At the beginning of the summer, you can use those summer months to ask for a student visa at the nearest Spanish consulate to your home where you live. And once you have the student visa, if all is well, you can come to Spain in October to start work on October 1st. And then once you're here in Spain, you have 3 months to do a series of paperwork, which will eventually result in you getting a Spanish residency card. This card will be valid for the duration of your contract until May 31st. So if you want to stay here for another year, yes, you have to renew this residency card every year. And yes, it's annoying, but it's possible. I've done it 2 times. If you are not already a European citizen or have EU residency, aka if you don't have the legal right to work in the EU, it can be quite difficult for you to be contracted as a teacher. Not impossible, but the Aux program is the easiest way, I know. Many Auxes do have some unofficial side jobs, just meaning that we get paid in cash without an official contract. I'll list some of the jobs that I've had here. Technically, under our student visa, we can ask for a permission to work up to 25 or 20 hours a week with a Spanish company under contract, but it can be a real pain to get this document, so many people prefer to work in an unofficial setting, at least in my experience. But technically, you can ask for the right to work 20 hours a week. Okay, so I'm on the bus now. I wanted to show you all the public transport system. Alicante is really a very mid-sized city, which I love because it's very walkable. I walk almost everywhere I need to go, but at the same time, they still have well-connected public transport, basically all the things you can need. Right now I'm on the bus, but you can also use the same card to take the tram. And there's a train station here, and we have an airport, so really it's easy to move around the city, between cities, and even take flights to other places in Europe. So I love the city. Also, we have the beach and the mountains, so Alicante for me is a great place to live. So I was on the bus because I was on the way to show you all my absolute favorite beach here in Alicante. It's called Playa San Juan, and it's perfect beach weather right now, and it will be for the next couple months, so I really enjoy coming to the beach almost every day, as often as I can. Okay, I'm back home now, and I'm going to share my schedule from this past school year. I worked 4 days a week from Monday through Thursday. I had 2 different Spanish co-teachers who I worked with, and I taught students from first grade up and through 6th grade. So all of elementary school, we taught English classes, and I also taught art class in English. And the class size, I would say the average is around 25 students per class. I gotta laugh because actually I haven't had Wi-Fi for almost a year. It's cheaper for me to pay $15 a month for 50 gigabytes of data on my phone. I hotspot everything I do, and for me that's enough. And it works really great. It's pretty fast, no complaints. So a lot of people during the summer have nannying jobs or like a summer camp type of job. I personally have never done that, but that's an option. I've preferred to kind of take on some extra side jobs throughout the year to try and save a bit of money for the summer. And right now this summer, I'm doing some freelance editing and translating for some businesses that are based in the US. And this story isn't really about that, but if you have questions specifically about freelance work or working remotely online, you can feel free to message me on my personal Instagram, and I'm happy to answer any questions that you might have or give you some advice if you guys are interested in that. I know it can definitely be intimidating or a little bit anxiety producing thinking about making new friends abroad. My suggestion would be first to join some different Facebook groups or other group chats where other people are in the same situation as you. I know for Auxis specifically, we have a number of different groups on Facebook, and that's actually how I made my first friends here. I posted the name of the city where I had been placed and was asking if anyone had any advice or anyone lived there, and I was able to connect with some people through Facebook. And then gradually I just started meeting more and more friends of friends. And my other advice, I guess, would be to just be brave, try new things you might not ordinarily do. And along the way, you'll meet some people. I met a couple good friends who I really like to go hiking with, and also going to the beach. So just join in some activities that you like to do, and eventually you'll meet some. As for the language barrier, I studied Spanish in high school and college, and after living here for 3 years, I would say I'm pretty fluent in Spanish, but I definitely know friends too who came here without knowing much Spanish at all. My only recommendation is just no matter what level is, when you come here, put in some effort, try to learn new things, try to talk to people. They'll really appreciate it, and yeah, I really recommend at least learning the basics of the language when you're here. It'll help you in your daily life, and it'll help you meet people too. Well, that's it for me. It's pretty late here in Spain. I hope you all enjoyed this takeover, seeing a little bit about my life living here in Spain. And I hope that some of you are feeling inspired, maybe ready to make some new decisions in your life or try something new. And if I did not get a chance to answer your questions, feel free to reach out to my personal Instagram. I know it's private, but you can still send me a DM. And I'm more than happy to answer any of your questions about teaching English abroad, about living in Spain specifically, or whatever else you might want to know. Really, I do like helping other people who are in a similar situation, so I'm more than